Hello, everybody, and welcome to my awesome health journey. I am Brett Dupree, and apparently, I got to put an addendum on yesterday because yesterday's workout was perfectly fine. Maybe the lesson here is to not extrapolate long-term health with short-term results. Maybe I was just having a bad day on Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe a couple needed to get use some medication. Maybe because I was working out in the evening. I'm working out in the evening today because I had a dentist appointment. I gotta say, dental appointments are not fun. But yeah. So basically, yeah, I worked out perfectly fine on Tuesday. So on Thursday, which was yesterday. So maybe you just gotta look at life. Maybe gotta look at life and not think of big things. Just think, life is full of up and downs, and sometimes you're up and you're feeling great and everything's going lickety boo, and you're like, yay, everything's awesome, and then you're like, oh man, things are kind of suck. But like, I guess it's the lesson of just being in the now and accepting that Tuesday, my body was just not having its best day. Maybe it was working out in the evening. I'll discover that a little later as I work out this evening, as I said. Or maybe it's just that day was not feeling it. Maybe that day was just the medicine kicking kind of my butt. And maybe I was just having an off day. Maybe I just didn't get enough sleep. I mean, human beings are pattern recognizing human beings. And that's one thing I do like is patterns. I do tend to look out into the future and create a pattern. I mean, that's pretty much how my social anxiety worked when I had really bad social anxiety, was creating a pattern of everyone hating me and then looking out in the future that everyone hates me and just seeing that pattern over and over and over again. And so it does make sense that me, Brett Dupree, would just have one bad day and a couple days that are darn great. Another thing about Tuesday's workout, if I really think about it, it was like all outs. And since I'm a power walker in Orange Theory, the all outs is going to a 10% incline. So I guess it does, when you do 10% inclines, I guess it does make sense that going at 2 miles per hour for my body at 10% is taking a lot out of it. And then doing it a second, especially for a minute. And then the second time, after doing, 4 of those and then walking recovery, but I was, always staying at 2 miles per hour, which, it's a lot for me at this point. Or pushing it for me at this point. So doing the second round, of course, I'm a little more tired because that's a lot of that's like 4 minutes at a 10% incline at my quote unquote bait pace. That's a lot. And so thinking about it, yeah, it makes sense that I wasn't as hyped or able to go as hard the second time around. We're doing that same process again. That's just a lot of inclines for my stubby legs. So sometimes in life, you just have to accept that this day was just the way it was, and maybe it doesn't mean something in the future. Maybe, yeah, the medicine is making my body feel different, but is it making it so bad? Because yesterday I felt fine. I was able to do workouts. I didn't feel, honestly, yesterday was almost the exact opposite. I couldn't get my heart rate up to pushing it as hard, and I actually had to increase the speed so I could feel the workout more. So yeah, I felt in better shape yesterday. So I guess sometimes you just gotta N and N plus one. I think that's the lesson. You have to look not just at the single point of data, you have to look at lots of data. And I think sometimes we as humans, I do this sometimes, is we look at one point of data, especially if it's negative, and then think, oh my god, that's going to be it for a while now. But I keep on saying, you don't just need n, you need n plus 1, because there's this mathematical property. If it's true for n, and if it's true for n plus 1, it's true for infinity. But even if you think about it, that's not really true because, well, it might not be true for n plus 10 in real life with real life things, but the idea is you just need more data points. And I think I was just extrapolating too much into my data points, especially since, my shoulder still kind of hurts. And it's like, yeah, you're just being kind of ridiculous. So, yeah. Basically, I was just being silly. I was just being silly. Well, that's it. This is just sometimes the lesson here for me is just, take it day by day. Stop trying to think, oh my God, that one day is bad, so my next day is probably going to be bad. That's just silly. Anyways, love ya. Hope everything's great.